was looking at the most improved player odds because I did put some money on it, and I was really surprised to see that there were 2 Pistons in the top 10 with most improved over on DraftKings right now. And I do want to kind of put it on the screen and show you because I did make a graphic. And we can kind of look at it. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of just the top 10 in terms of just like most improved player. So I guess my question to you would be is, are you surprised to see Cade Cunningham as high as 1 and Jaden Ivey maybe as low as 9?
I'm definitely surprised to see. I'm more surprised to see Jaden Ivey at like plus 2,000 than I am to see Cade at like plus 800. It's also like the other names on this list are just very indicative of like where this award is now. It's for guys who are taking the leap like into stardom as opposed to like guys who were barely hanging on to the league and turning into functional like NBA players, which is much more of what I imagined the most improved player award is for. But yeah, I definitely think like, especially after the year he had last year under Monty Williams, like Jaden Ivey is a much bigger positive regression candidate and positive progression candidate in a way that like makes me think like most improved could be in line for him, right? Cade kind of had his ascension a little bit last year from a statistical perspective, but we were kind of waiting on that from Jaden. And so far he's been very effective from 3. He's been much more efficient. He hasn't been like as like he's shooting, I think I don't know if this is true after today's game, but I think he's still shooting over 50% from the floor. And so much more efficient and effective Jaden Ivey is definitely like somebody I could see being a candidate for most improved player. And if the Pistons, win somewhere in the neighborhood of like what their over under number was before the year started, like I could see there actually being momentum for that, right?
Yeah, I do agree with you though. I feel like John Morant ruined this award because it like when I think of most improved, I think of like someone that like maybe their point per game average is like 7 to 10 points more. Mm-hmm. I don't really. I think the award is just kind of gotten ruined in that aspect. But like, yeah, Jaden Ivey, like someone said that they took it in the summer when it was plus 4,000. Now it's plus 2,000. So I mean, like if you hit on that, you probably look like the smartest guy in the room. But like a lot of these guys are from Cade's draft class, like Jalen Green and Evan Mobley, and then like Jalen Williams won Rookie of the Year. Is he gonna win Most Improved too? Like I feel like the award's just broken in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, so what? Cade, Jalen, Evan Mobley, Franz, and LaMelo, like all have already gotten paid. Oh, Jalen Johnson got paid too. Like his extension came in. Like their teams are already treating them like they're stars from a contractual perspective. And so like maybe we should also kind of presume that they're gonna be good and not necessarily like worry so much about their improvement.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just kind of feel like some of the awards now are just like, I don't know if voters are just like sick of like voting for these awards each and every year, but like I remember like maybe like 5-6 years ago, like Most Improved, like you'd see like, I don't know, like a backup guard get it, not like guys that are like on like rookie contract extensions over 200 million plus. It's kind of this like, I know like the new CBA has kind of like ruined like contracts and the way we think about them now, but like the award itself is just like really, really confusing to try to like get into and debate and dissect of like why a guy's most improved.
Yeah. Like when like Giannis won it in like 2016, right? And like that was that to me was like a big shift because like that's a guy who the expectations were like very low for him coming out of the draft, but everybody kind of acknowledged that the potential was sky high at the time. And it wasn't like his second year. I think 2016 was probably like his third year because he's the 14 draft class. Yeah. And so it was like, yeah, like, okay, that makes a little bit more sense than like the number 1, number 2, number 4, like overall picks being like, oh, like they're improved like greatly. It's like, that's the progression you hope for from these guys when you're taking them this high in the draft, not like a back half of the lottery guy that like grows into an NBA MVP, right? Like those are two very different scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, like some of the other awards, I think for the most part are consistent, like Rookie of the Year. I know people get into debates about MVP every year, which I low key think it like might be Shea this year. Like I think he has a chance to do it if the Thunder just keep winning the way they're winning. But I mean, I don't know, man. Most improved to me, I think it's just like a broken award, and maybe they need to just call it second year guy that has a lot of money but put up one more point a game type of shit. Like it's so bad, man.
You need like the just like call it like the Ja Morant award, right? And it's just like Rookie of the Year, but like this guy's good, but like he's good right away in a way that like maybe we weren't expecting, but like we're happy he's young and good, right? Just separate the award from like what it is from what it like used to be.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, but if you got Jaden Ivey at plus 4,000, like you probably get to cash that like later for a nice little like profit, and like that part's nice for sure.
Yeah. I honestly, like I could talk about why NBA awards are so bad and why the media gets it wrong like 90% of the time, but I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole because if I do, like I probably won't sleep.